Hello friends, welcome to Fact Shots, a value addition to your mains. So in the last lecture or the last video, we have seen what are the various initiative of Fact Shots. Again, we have also seen what is the annual compilation of the Fact Shots. So in this video, we are going to discuss the next initiative, Value Plus 2022. Okay, so this particular initiative is launched for both the years, that is the civil services aspirants who are writing 2022 mains and also the candidates who are going to write the exam next year, that is 2023. Okay, so once you get subscription, you will get a login ID and password. So once you log in here, you will see the dashboard here. So I will show you the number of files which are available in this particular Value Plus 2022. Okay, so let us go to this particular dashboard. Now see, there are total 8 PDFs. Okay, so we have PDF like examples, and the examples have 2 files, that is topic wise examples. Then we have another file that is topic wise keywords, right? Then we have another PDF that is topic wise judgments or important judgments in India, and we also codes which are arranged topic wise. So along with that, the latest PDF is uploaded here, that is reports in news. So in total there are 8 PDF. You can also see the details about this particular initiative on our Telegram channel, that is Fact Shots. You can see a link there also to subscribe to this particular initiative, and you can also go to the website, that is factshots.in. Okay, so I have the compilation of this particular initiative. You will get the separate PDF, but for discussion purpose I have compiled all these PDFs in a single PDF. So let us go to the PDF right now. Okay, so you can see here, that is your Fact Shot Value Plus, right? And we have different kinds of topics which are arranged logically. Now we have examples, okay, which are arranged in 3 files, part 1, part 2, part 3. We have important judgments, we have topic wise codes, we have topic wise keywords, we have also topic wise reports in news. Okay, so you will get in total 8 files. Okay, so the basic purpose of this particular initiative to give you more quality content rather than only facts, right? We have already seen the Facts 2022 initiative, but in Facts 2022 we are getting only facts and figures and statistics. We will try to cover other aspects of the value addition as well. We know that the importance of example. You are writing, let us consider there is a question on women, and you are writing that women in India are facing sexual violence. Okay, now in such questions, you right now you are quoting only facts, right? But there are also some examples, right? For example, you can quote Nirbhaya, right? So you know, you already know that Nirbhaya case. You can also write the important judgments, that is what was the judgment given by the judiciary at that time. So all these value addition material is necessary to give you more edge over the other candidates, so that you will get at least 0.5 to 1 mark extra in every question. And you know the value of getting 0.5 to 1 mark extra, that becomes around 10 to 20 marks per GS subject, right? And if you calculate the total marks, that becomes minimum 40 to maximum around 80 marks in your whole GS alone. And if you utilize these facts also in your essay, optional, interview, so cumulative around 100 marks over the other candidates. So that is the importance of all this value addition material, that is various facts, examples, codes, judgments, keywords, etc. Okay, we have also arranged all this particular data in a topic wise manner, which is given in the UPC syllabus. We know that we have GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4, right? So it is necessary that you arrange your all this value addition material in a logical manner, so that it becomes easier for all of you to revise in a very quick manner, right? So for discussion purpose we will take few examples so that you will get more idea how to utilize such value addition material in your mains answers. So let us come to the first topic, that is GS1, right? That is woman part, right? So let us take example here which is quoted, that is in Belarus. The president of the Belarus said that women are too weak for the politics, and he said that they should do only household work and their place is in the kitchen only. So this is a kind of very patriarchal statement which is done by a key person like a president of a country, right? The person's name is Alexander G. Lukashenko. Now to condemn this particular statement, the women in that country, they led the protest and they shattered the stereotype that women can lead the crowd, women can lead the politics, right? So you can quote such examples in your GS1, that is, we know that we have already seen the GS1 topic wise questions which are arranged, that how women are facing challenges, right? Now let me take to that particular question. Okay, see the question, what are the continued challenges for women in India against time and space, right? So we have already discussed this particular question in our previous videos, that how women face challenges in different arena. For example, political area, they face the challenges of underrepresentation, right? So because of the patriarchal society, women don't get representation in the legislature, and therefore they suffer, because mindset of the people is that women are not capable of doing the politics or going into the politics or leading the people. So we can quote such examples in your GS1. Also in GS2 we have vulnerable section, social justice part, right? We can quote in GS4 as well. We can quote in our optionals. For example, we have optional like sociology, political science, etc. We can give examples, such examples in our essay. Suppose there is a essay on women, every alternative year there is an essay related to women directly or indirectly, so you can quote such examples in your essay as well. Okay, another example that I would like to discuss here is about women development to women led development. It means that we need to make women empowered, right? We need to have a woman led development rather than having just woman development, right? So we will see the next example, that is woman development to woman led development. We know that first time in India space mission history, Chandrayaan 2 was by the two women, that is project director and the mission director. So it is a kind of feature in which we have achieved 30% of the team which comprises of women. Okay, so this is a kind of first mission in which 30% of the team is comprised of the women. So this is India's first space mission to be led by the women scientists. So whenever there is a question related to the women development, we can quote that we need a woman led development rather than woman development, and you can quote such examples that how women are leading their own development through the examples, for example ISRO's space missions. Okay, so let us see another examples so that you get more idea about how to utilize this particular fact value plus initiative, and you can enrich your answers in a more better way. So let us go to the next section, that is quotes which are arranged topic wise. Now we know that you can utilize quotes in various aspects. For example, in GS4 you can start an introduction or you can conclude with the quote. Again in essay you can quote a particular quote by a particular thinker or scholar. Also in optional, for example in political science, also in various optional like sociology, you can quote these sayings by various thinkers, scholars, philosophers. Also in GS, for example in GS1 we can quote the famous saying by the very great personalities, for example Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Jawaharlal Nehru, right? So you can quote such examples and their sayings also. So let us see one by one how we can quote these sayings by various people. We have arranged these quotes in a very logical manner, that is according to the syllabus of UPSC, that is GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4, right? So let us see one by one. So the first one is about woman, right? Now we know that we can utilize these codes in woman related topic in GS1, in GS2 in social justice part, under GS4 wherever there is a question related to the woman, right? Now see the question: to educate girls is to reduce the poverty. Now Kofi Annan, who was the former UN Secretary General, has said that if you want to reduce poverty, then educate the girls, right? So under subjects, for example in GS2 there is a subtopic called as issues related to the poverty, right? So let us come to this particular GS. See, issues related to the power and hunger. So in such questions you can quote that women empowerment is necessary to reduce poverty in a particular country, right? Next, let us see if we can utilize another quotes. For example, gender equality. Gender equality is more than a goal itself. It is a precondition for meeting the challenges of reducing poverty, promoting sustainable development and building a good governance. Now we can quote this particular saying by Kofi Annan in various aspects. For example, GS1 there is woman topic, in GS2 there is issues related to the poverty, in GS3 there is sustainable development under environment, in good governance, that is in the governance part of GS2 as well as GS4. The single quote can be utilized in all GS, right? Also in essay, in optional as well. And also there is a question in previous year which was asked by UPSC under gender equality. Now let me show you that particular question so that you will get more idea. See, write the issue of gender equality in India, right? So you can quote such sayings by various philosophers, scholars, leaders, etc. in your GS answers as well. But make sure that you don't overdo such quotes, otherwise it will give a different direction to your answer that will divert the demand of your question. Therefore, please use carefully these quotes, especially in GS1, GS2 and GS3. In GS4, most of the quotes are welcome depending upon the context of the question. But in GS1, GS2, GS3, you can use the quotes whenever they are relevant only. But don't do overdo, don't do anything which is in excess, right? Which is beyond the demand of the question, and it should be only relevant to that particular topic only. So that is my suggestion, that you should be careful while quoting such great personalities. Okay. So this is where you can use the quotes in your answers. Now let us move to the next type of variety that we have in this particular compilation, that is the keywords, right? So various kinds of keywords that we can utilize in our answers. For example, consider the woman topic, right? Now we have keywords like woman empowerment. Now we know that woman empowerment is kinds of empowering woman, right? Next we have skewed sex ratio. Now UPSC already has asked question on this particular skewed sex ratio. Let me run you through this particular topic and how we can relate to the previous year question. See, why do some prosperous regions of the India have adverse sex ratio, right? So in such questions you can utilize such keywords, that is skewed sex ratio, right? Adverse sex ratio, right? And there is skewed sex ratio, that is some regions have higher sex ratio, some have lower sex ratio. So you can use such keywords in your questions, right? Next, son meta preference. It means that parents continue to reproduce the offsprings till they get male. That is called as son meta preference, right? So suppose first 3 births are of the girls, and therefore they are waiting for the birth of a son, right? Therefore this leads to a son meta preference phenomenon. Therefore you can utilize such keywords in your answer related to the society part, in GS2 social justice part, right? In GS4 as well. Next, there are keywords like missing woman, right? This was coined by Indian economist, that is Amartya Sen. He said that in different parts of the developing world, ratio of the woman to men in population is suspiciously low. Again, there are some unwanted girls. It means that family don't want a girl child, right? And therefore for them, if a girl gets born, that becomes unwanted for them. So 2018 economic survey says that India has around 21 million unwanted girls right? So this is the way you can quote such keywords in your answer, so that your answer becomes more holistic, diversified, and gives impression to the examiner that this particular person who is writing mails is well read. I mean, it has lot of knowledge. He has gone through all the keywords. He has studied thoroughly that particular subject, and therefore he is writing such keywords. So one of the another benefit of writing keywords in your answer is it reduces the number of words required to write a particular sentence. Suppose patriarchy. Now we already know the meaning of patriarchy, so you don't need to write the various details about patriarchy. What is patriarchy? What are its features? Even if you write the single word patriarchy, that is sufficient. In such way, you can minimize your words and you can write more points in a minimum amount of words. We know that in exam there is a competition of space, time, right, and quality. Suppose you are writing a particular answer, you are left with only 5 minutes. So this is the scenario in most of the mains writing candidates. Suppose you have left only with 5 minutes and you have to write, suppose one or two questions. Now ideal time for writing a question is around, for example, for 10 marker is around 7 minutes, right, and for 15 marker is around 11 minutes. So in such a less amount of time you can utilize such keywords, so that you at least try to address the core demand of this question rather than leaving it blank, right? You will get at least 1 to 2 marks in that particular question because you have addressed the core demand using the keywords. So this is the importance of using keywords in your answers. And we have one more thing in this particular value plus, that is the judgments. Like for example, let me take you that particular famous Kesavananda Bharti judgment, right? So this is the particular document in which we have compiled various judgment. For example, you can see A.K. Gopalan case, Champakan Dorai Rajan case, Shankari Prasad case, Berubari Union case, Goloknath case, Kesavananda Bharti case. Now we know that Kesavananda Bharti case is famous for which doctrine? Basic structure doctrine, right? In this judgment, Supreme Court ruled that yes, Parliament has power to amend the constitution, but it should not alter the basic structure, right? So in this way you can quote such judgments in your answers. And also UPSC has asked such questions, that is UPSC has asked this judgment directly as the question, right? So you need to know the basics of all these judgments. So we have provided in our this particular document in a chronology. You can see the chronology, that is from 1950 to the latest one. So once you subscribe this particular Value Plus initiative, you will get all these 8 PDFs, right? So you can study them and you can add more value. The one suggestion that I would like to give you, that once you read all these documents, try to incorporate them in your answers through writing practice, because rather mere revision is not sufficient. So this is all from my side. If you have any doubts or if you have any suggestions, you can write in the comment section. So we'll try to bring more such useful initiatives for the candidates who are writing UPSC, especially the mains perspective, so that they get extra edge over the other candidates. And I hope you will do better in your exam. Thank you. Have a nice day.